What's up, Izzy's here. I know it's been quite some time since I uploaded a video, but I just kind of wanted to talk about this Sonic Frontiers gameplay that IGN and Sega paired up together to reveal today, or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this footage, of Sonic Frontiers. And it's really cool because on their IGN First series, they also mentioned that they're going to be showing more and having developer interviews from Sega themselves. So hopefully they'll have a more in-depth analysis of the combat, because that was something that was missing from this premiere. In this video, I want to be covering things that I liked and some things that I didn't like that I hope Sega will actually listen to the feedback of the community and address before the official release of the game. Yeah, let's get right into it. So one thing I just gotta say right off the bat is that the introductory track that we are listening to is great. The music is very beautiful, and it gives this tone that the environment is also saying of this is a serious Sonic game. Like, it's a serial business. Is it edgy? We'll have to wait and see. I like the photorealism that they have for the environment, and it's really cool to see just the scope and the scale that they're going for with Sonic Frontiers. Now, in terms of the other things that I liked, was that Sonic had some of his returning abilities from his previous games. Like, we did see the return of the Stomp ability. We also saw that Sonic has the ability to air dash. He also has a boost, but it's in a limited capacity, which I'm a fan of. And he also has his climbing ability, which I think is new. It's new for this game. Now, we're not sure though that in the environment if it's context sensitive or if it's something that he can do on other surfaces, because when they did show the climbing ability, it was on that magenta purple colored pathway when he was running up the wall. Of course, we have the return of the boost pads, the grind rails, and the springs, all the things that really define the gameplay of a Sonic game. Because I won't lie, the first time we got an inkling of Frontiers, I was thinking like everyone else, where's the Sonic stuff at? Is this just kind of like a Sonic model that got plopped into an Unreal Engine game file, and you can just run around and see what he's doing? So it's kind of cool to see that there is Sonic stuff going on in this game. And kind of going further into the pros that I have from the footage that we got to see is I do like I mentioned, the photorealism, because it just gives off that tone like hopefully this will be a more serious Sonic game. Now, does it have to be dark and edgy and brooding and moody? No, but I just hope that there's like a certain level of maturity to the writing and the story itself and the themes, hopefully, because that's something that we haven't really had, you know, as cheesy or corny as SA2 was for a long time. And I'm really looking forward to hopefully Sega attempting that, because they really fell short on Forces, but that's beating a dead horse by now, and that horse doesn't need to be beaten any further. I also enjoyed just the actual traversal that they showcased. Seeing Sonic be able to climb, that was kind of neat, even though I kind of wonder why is Sonic climbing, he can just wall run. But that was kind of neat to see. It was also cool finally, like I mentioned before, seeing the actual Sonic stuff in the game, so that it still has that identity of a Sonic game, and it's not taking so many things from Breath of the Wild and other successful open world franchises out there. Now, one thing we did notice in the gameplay of the open world was these question mark icons. Now, my speculation of the question mark icons is I think these are environmental puzzles that you can complete to get those spherical, like some of the objects that Sonic picked up in the game. There's one object he picked up specifically in the very beginning of the play session where he destroyed a bunch of crates, and there was a heart. I slowed it down. I'm betting that it was like a crystal heart. And he also picked up these red spherical objects. I would have to really look into it again. So he picked those items up, and you know, there's been plenty of leaks, like a plethora of leaks for this game. Some of them I think are bumpkiss. Others might have some credence. I know that one of the leaks had said that this is Sonic Rose, so maybe the hearts is some form of currency to unlock or save Amy. We'll have to see. Who knows? Like I said, when it comes to these leaks, we live in the age where fake leaks can be made on a dime, and it is that time of year where Summer Game Fest is right around the corner. We also have the Xbox events that's happening. We also have Sony State of Play, which is happening very soon if it hasn't happened already. And we just kind of got to take a lot of things with a grain of salt. So that's kind of me. I'm waiting until it comes from the official source. Like I mentioned, the scope of the environment, seeing how large this environment was, and they mentioned that this is the beginning of the game. Now I'm curious. I am curious though. Is this the only biome that we're gonna see? Are we gonna have, the whole cliche? Are we gonna have snow level, lava level, whatever the case? Are there gonna be different things in this game in terms of just like the biome of what Sonic is running in, or are we gonna be relegated to the open world and these rumored cyber levels that we did not get to see, which I was really hoping we would see something about the cyber levels. I'm really curious about how they're going to handle that in this game as well. Moving into the things that I didn't like. Okay. I know when it comes to Sonic, it's a heated debate. It's been a heated debate for a long time, and it's always mentioned is, where's the momentum? Where's the momentum? The biggest example that I see a lot of fans using is the footage for the grind rails in the game. They seem automated, where it doesn't matter which speed you're going on. If you land on one, you're gonna go up it. I'm kind of mixed on it. This gameplay, I'm really mixed on it. For me, I like seeing Sonic go into a new direction that's fresh, and hopefully actually seeing a fully 3D open world take on Sonic, like actually just being in a full 3D play space and not relying on the 2.5D gimmick to kind of half step into Sonic, actually modern Sonic having that. I'm glad to see that they're doing something with this. I would say is the animations. Oh my gosh, the animations, they look pretty rough. Some of the animations look really, really bad. I'm just being straightforward. The animations specifically is the trick animations. Now, the trick animations in other Sonic games, like Generations, Unleashed, Forces, were great. But it really seems like this is something that they really have to go back and address, because they don't really look as good as I was hoping they would. Now, that's one thing we don't know. We don't know how early of a build this game is. So if Sega wants to come out and kind of let us know further details of how, when was this build put together for influencers and press to play and debut, I wish they could. I hope they do, but I kind of doubt it, because Sega Sonic Team specifically doesn't really have a history of being that open about the development process of their games. They've had developer interviews, but they never went into the nitty-gritty details of the specifics of the game itself. Another thing that I didn't like is the narrative hook. What is the narrative hook of this game? Why should I care about completing these activities? Why should I care about going from point A to point B? Where are my buddies at? Where's Shadow? Where's Amy? Where's Knuckles? Where's Tails? Are they going to be playable like some of the leaks suggest? Which, like I said, you got to take it with a grain of salt until we get something official from Sega themselves. That's another thing, is I didn't really feel like there was a narrative hook that got me in, because let's be honest, Sonic Forces narrative hook had a really cool premise, but when we finally got the games in our hands, it fell flat on its face. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen again with Sonic Frontiers, and I think possibly Sega knows that, and Sonic Team knows that, and they're kind of being a bit more coy with the plot of the game itself. But yeah, that's kind of just going to be my overall thoughts of the gameplay that we saw. I'm really looking forward to further details down the line, and anything that comes out, I'll definitely do my best to cover it. And I'm still working on my Sonic 2 review. I'm still working on it. I promise it's gonna come out. I've been spending more of my time on Twitch, live streaming almost every week. And if you want to go ahead and join us there, I would definitely have the links down in the description below, where you can follow my Twitch and hopefully join in on some good funs and a variety of games that I play. I played Sonic 3 and Knuckles recently, and I have played a few other things. So I would definitely welcome you to check out the Twitch channel if you haven't already. And if you want to keep it locked on this channel itself, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date, and share this out to anyone that you think might be interested in the content like this. And again, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And if you want to share your thoughts on the game itself, feel free to do so in the comments below. My name is Izzy. It's been a wonderful time talking to you. Peace.